the full extent, and consequently the latter generations suffer a progressive loss in spiritual quality. So in this Jalsa, in this day of Jummah, in fact, in every day we come together, we want to try to rekindle that spirit, that energy that gets weakened over the course of time. It's already weakened perhaps as we recognize after the passage of Ramadan. The height we achieved in Ramadan now is starting to dwindle and dissipate and go down, the energy. In the course of a year, the Holy Prophet Muhammad said, between one Ramadan and next, and between one Jummah and the next, and between one prayer and the next, there's always an intervening period where we have to strive our best to keep the spirit alive. But if we keep coming back to these sources, they do help us to remain at a very high level. It is in this sense, in the end, I want to remind us of a great blessing in our life, a blessing that's part of this Jalsa today and all Jalsas around the world where it's being transmitted globally to an audience that's far beyond the few thousands that are here today. And that's the blessing of MTA. Through the blessing of MTA, alhamdulillah, we can still sit in the company of our beloved master, our Imam, our beloved Hudur, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, may Allah always strengthen his hand, who sits in London. But every single Friday, he is calling us to come. That azan is being called from London every single Friday. And it's beckoning out to the entire world. Come sit at the feet of this master of spirituality. Come listen to his words and remember them. Come practice the principles he's going to teach you. Come find the ways to purify yourself, to learn knowledge, to get the wisdom, to become a person of spirituality that rises to the height that is possible in this world. And that is through MTA. I mentioned before in some other gatherings, I'll mention again today, one young man in the USA had asked this very question to our beloved fourth Khalifa when he came to USA. And he said the same problem he was facing. He said, I live in a part of the country where there's no Jamaat around. There's no masjid here. There's hardly any member for me to meet. I'm all alone in my society, embroiled day and night with the group around me, and I'm feeling the strain on myself spiritually. What can I do? How can I improve myself and remain connected strong to Jamaat and Khilafat? Huzur turned to the young man and said, do you have MTA signal? If you have an MTA signal, then turn on the satellite and I will come visit you every single day in your house. And then you will remain connected to me and I will be connected to you. Brothers and sisters, this is the blessing we have been extended in this age when we are embroiled in a society that has so much to pull us away. The one blessing we can see is to connect through the system of MTA. Huzur desires that every single Ahmadi home, every single Ahmadi mosque and mission house should have that signal on 24/7. Play it and let it be a constant attraction to your eyes and your heart and your soul to sit down, to listen to the words, to be re-inspired, to be purified once again if anything has come into our hearts and soul. If we start to feel that I have become somehow hypocritical in something, in my prayer, in my fasting, in my chanda, in any part of my life. And this series of connecting to MTA will, inshallah ta'ala, help us in our tarbiyat and our tabligh. May Allah ever bless us to be part of this final era, the Akhareen, and draw our hearts and soul close to those who were the Awwaleen, and not just spirit, but in action and deeds. And may Allah bless this Jamaat worldwide to have that blessing of being the Akhareen, for whom sake the Holy Prophet Muhammad said, he has sent the Messiah in this age, and we accept him. May Allah raise him amongst us in our hearts ever for generations to come. We must pray that we don't lose this blessing now, not just in our lifetime, in lifetime of those who come after us. Again, I emphasize one of the great things to do for children, mothers in your homes, turn that television on and turn off the other programs and let your children begin watching MTA programs. There's such a variety nowadays. There's so many sources to do it. We have it on internet. We have it through satellite. We have it through smartphones and iPads. There's so many ways to connect to this source for us, ourselves and our children. Only we will be the ones who fail to benefit from this. May Allah protect us from failing to do it and bless us to be the ones who do and rise in Islam ever. in the spirit of the awwaleen and akhirin. Ameen. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره